Shout out to the parents, man, who homeschooling. I asked my little man yesterday, I said, how you enjoying this homeschooling, son? He said, I'm not. Why not? I'll tell you why not, because mom and pop run a tight ship around these parts. Shout out to the missus, man, the kid. An outstanding job with our son in his 14 plus years. He also said that that teachers are issuing way more work than they do than when in school. And I believe that to be true. See, there's no disturbances. There's no disruptions. Teachers at home in the bed. Old work, current work, new work, just giving it to you. Shout out to those who have homeschooled way before this, man. Homeschooling gives, if you have the time, gives an opportunity to knock some of this shit out much faster than in school hours. Plus, it gives you the opportunity to implement some core, correct curriculum that ain't taught in school. Y'all should be doing that anyway. On to my major point, man. And before I make this point, I want it to be understood, because some of y'all ain't gonna like this. Before Governor Kemp made the announcement about schools should close for 2 weeks, side note, be prepared to homeschool for the remainder of the season. Just be prepared, school year, be prepared. But 3 days before Governor Kemp put that message out, and I believe the following day or the day after, schools will close. I'm gonna let those of you understand my level of understanding as it relates to this biological attack. My youngest son and my wife, we submitted paperwork necessary for her to work home, for her to work from home, and for my son to be at school. I didn't wait on government to tell me that. Okay? I want to make sure that's understood before I say this. And I also want to send a message out to Chief Meadows before I say what I'm about to say. Chief Meadows, I like you, sir. I think you got a decent track record and you got some good things on the horizon. So when I say this, sir, this is just one of those hard lines in the sand. I think the city, with this new resolution, has placed a burden on you and your police department that is going to be tremendous in weight. At the recent council meeting, asking for the several hundred thousands of dollars to beef up the police department, asking for additional police vehicles. The department is a baby. It's 3 years new. With that said, I'm calling on all like minds and spirits to disregard, disobey the current resolution. I'm calling on the mayor and the city council to amend the resolution. South Fulton is one of 3 cities in the entire effing country to implement such a law. Such a law such as a martial law-ish law. 1 of 3 in the entire nation. While we have NAM Ballpark, we got NAM major tourist attraction, we got NAM infrastructure for a entertainment district. Some of y'all, a lot of folks I respect. See, you can still respect and have differences. I don't mind what the city did. Well, do you mind that certain members of council to include the mayor, attended a conference and received letters of self-quarantine because of possible interaction with 2 people that tested positive and were treated medically. See, I posted that information yesterday, and it took several hours later for some of you to get it when AJC printed it. Some of y'all need that white background in order to make something so. Does it bother you that the officials of our city let their personal fears of their personal health, as they should? Does it bother you that they use that as the determining factor to then implement legislation on you and yours and on mine? That don't bother you? If you let this go unchecked in a new city, you open your legs up to let them ram anything in between it that they want to in the future. If you let them teeter the line with unconstitutional legislation, shame on you for what's to come. If you let them implement legislation based on their own personal fears without any kind of communication to the citizens. I mean, hell, I've got too many personal relationships with a lot of them to have this sprung upon us like this based upon their personal fears. You don't mind that? So let me make sure I'm plain and clear on this. I'm calling for those of you that from 1901 to 0659, that's 7:01 p.m. to 6:59 a.m. If you've got something of importance to do it. I am. I'm not asking you to be willy-nilly running around here like a chicken with your head cut off, like my grandpa used to say. But I'm telling you, don't adhere to this type of politics. Oh, come here quick. Listen to what this boy said. This boy, he talking that talk. That plenty of us. Massa got ear necklaces for folks that do all that talking. Boy, you better stop that. Your feet's gonna get chops off. That's how some of y'all look and sound to me. When you wait on government to lead you, when you accept anything that government shoves down your throat. For the record, there's some good people on council. We've had to deal with a lot of bullshit. Growing pains, stumbling blocks, lack of conflict resolution, and now legislation birthed in personal fear. And I don't mean the natural fear of everybody collectively. I mean as a government group. They knew what was going on. Why did they not alert the public? Hell, if I know Kevin Durant and Tom Hanks and Idris got it, shouldn't I know that members of my government, not saying that they have contracted it, but shouldn't I know that they've been sent a letter to self-quarantine? Huh? Last message for some of y'all, man. I know it feels good to have the capability to stockpile your groceries, but don't go showing that shit all on social media. If this gets worse like it is predicted to be, and we got documentation that your house is stockpiled, who you think they're coming to get? Each, reach, teach, peace.